Okavango, the leopard's fierce battle for survival. Okavango, the green heart of Botswana's desert, is one of the greatest natural wonders on the planet. Every year, streams from the Angolan highlands pour down, flooding the arid grasslands and transforming it into a living maze of canals, lakes and vast swamps. Thousands of migratory birds paint an endlessly moving picture. But hidden beneath the vibrant beauty is a harsh world where life and death go hand in hand. In Okavango, any moment can turn into a battle for life and death. However, in this maze full of life, it is not only the prey that must live in fear. Even the predators must be wary of each other. Standing out in the Okavango grasslands, the leopard. With its supple body, toned muscles and light steps like a shadow, it often lurks in silence and then makes a lightning pounce, squeezing the prey's throat until the prey collapses. The leopard is a master of solitary hunting. In contrast to that subtlety and silence, the hyena has a rough appearance, scary strong jaws and erect ears, always emitting creepy laughter. They live in packs, hunt together, and often do not hesitate to rob the spoils from others. On the savannah, the confrontation between leopard and hyena has become a familiar scenario. One quietly takes the life, the other noisily surrounds. With speed and cleverness, the leopard quickly took down its prey. But before it could enjoy the fruits of its labor, the sound of wild laughter rang out. The uninvited figures silently approached. In just a moment, the fight broke out. Finally, in the midst of the chaos, the prey was no longer intact. In this fierce world, a lone predator like the leopard rarely keeps its feast intact in the face of the ferocious greed of a pack of hyenas. However, it still managed to secure a portion of food for its cubs waiting in the bushes. In this harsh land, the role of mother of the leopard has never been easy. After more than 3 months of pregnancy, the female usually gives birth to 2 to 3 weak cubs, eyes closed and completely dependent on the mother's protection. In the first weeks of life, it must constantly move to avoid detection by enemies. The survival rate is only a small fraction, because any mistake can turn them into prey for lions, hyenas, or even other leopards. During this time, the mother leopard is both a resilient predator and the only shield for her cubs. When the cubs are 3 months old, she begins to lead them out more often. However, the savanna never leaves one species alone for too long. While the leopard raises its cubs, there are others lurking. Not to steal the prey, but to challenge its very existence. Baboons. The largest and most ferocious primate in the savanna, standing nearly a meter tall, an adult male can weigh up to 40 to 45 kilos, with rippling muscles, a long muzzle with sharp fangs, no less than that of a big cat. Their dense grey-brown fur and characteristic curved tail help them stand out on the vast dry grasslands. They are masters of group life. A baboon troop can number in the hundreds, led by dominant males. There is a strict social order within the troop, with the dominant male maintaining reproductive rights and security, while the females care for the young and forage for food. Their shrill, screeching calls echo across the savanna, both as a warning to predators and to maintain internal unity. However, this solidarity is not always peaceful. Between males, power struggles often occur. And when the breeding season comes, the female baboon is pregnant for about 6 months and usually gives birth to a single baby. The baby baboon clings to its mother's belly for the first few months, gradually learning to climb and join the herd. Their survival rate depends largely on the strength of collective protection. This makes baboons one of the most social species in Africa. On a hot afternoon in the Okavango grasslands, the sun's rays cast long shadows on the dry grass. The leopard is leading its cub to hunt for food. A group of baboons with their eyes locked on the cub. Quickly, they caught the child. And the mother leopard noticed the disappearance of the child. The howl echoed, as if realizing something. It rushed away. In a moment, the baboon was lying under the mother leopard's claws. On the savannah, today's hunter became the loser before the mother leopard's motherly love. Even the pack hunters sometimes have to bow their heads. But the world of big cats in the Okavango is not only the silent leopard silhouette in the treetops. On the open grasslands, where there is no place to hide, another one has chosen for itself a completely different path of survival. Not muscle strength, but super speed. That is the cheetah, the proud sprinter of the savannah. They are the big cats with the most distinctive appearance in Africa. With a long, slender body, slender but powerful legs, and a long tail that acts as a lever for balance, they are the epitome of speed. Their pale yellow fur is dotted with tiny black dots, and two black streaks run from the corners of their eyes down to their muzzles like teardrops, not only blocking out the bright sunlight but also helping to focus their vision on their prey. While leopards choose to hunt silently, relying on their muscular strength to knock down their opponents, cheetahs choose to dash forward like living arrows. On the open grasslands, they accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in just a few seconds, becoming nature's #1 runners. But this hunting style also exhausts them quickly, forcing them to end the hunt in less than a minute. During the breeding season, female leopards are pregnant for about 3 months, usually giving birth to 3 to 5 cubs. They also hide their cubs and move frequently to avoid attention. Only about half of the cubs survive, as they are constantly in the sights of hyenas, lions, or birds of prey. These lone mothers must both hunt and act as the only shield for their cubs. The main food of the cheetah is small and medium-sized antelopes, impala, springbok, gazelle. The prey is often young or weak individuals, separated from the herd. When attacking, the cheetah accelerates, knocks them down with a headbutt, then uses its fangs to bite the throat to quickly finish them off. One early morning on the Okavango grasslands, a herd of impalas leisurely grazes. In a split second, the cheetah dashes away. The impala leaps desperately, but cannot escape the claws that are squeezing its throat. On this grassland, speed is the blade that determines life and death. The cheetah, the one racing with death. They have always proven that just one explosive moment can make the entire savannah bow down before their superhuman speed. Amidst the golden sunny days that stretch across the Okavango savannah, the fierceness does not always prevail. There are strangely peaceful moments when herds of zebras leisurely walk on the green grasslands after the rain. The distinctive black and white striped coat not only acts as a camouflage between the sun and shade, but also makes it difficult for predators to choose individual targets. Zebras are persistent herbivores, helping to control the tough grass, keeping the plains open and fresh. Often, alongside them, herds of wildebeest also join the journey. These two herbivores form a close ecological pair, as the zebra with its strong jaws clears the hard grass, leaving behind a softer seedling for the wildebeest. It is this combination that makes the Okavango grasslands a haven for countless other species, maintaining the endless cycle of the floodplain. During the breeding season, female zebras are pregnant for up to 13 months and usually give birth to only one calf. Just a few hours after birth, the foal can run after its mother because the savannah does not allow for delays. They live in large herds, always protecting their young in the middle of the enclosure, turning the herd into a mobile fortress in the wild. However, peace is only a fragile slice in the fierce epic. On another open space, under the sparse canopy of trees, two silhouettes quietly appear. Not prey, but two predators. And when territories overlap, when prey becomes scarce, conflict is inevitable. They rush at each other. However, in the Okavango savanna, there is not always a clear winner. Sometimes, the fight ends abruptly, leaving a silence and a big question mark between the plum blossom ghost and the wind arrow of the cheetah. Who is really the master of this fierce field? The blue sky of the Okavango, the vast whirlpools, vultures, the silent cleaners of the savannah. With wingspans of more than 2 meters, grey-brown fur and a characteristic bald head, they hover for hours, patiently waiting for the signal of death. Without strong claws or lightning speed, the vulture's greatest strength lies in its ability to detect carcasses from miles away. They often gather in flocks, land en masse where there is the smell of blood, and quickly peck away every piece of flesh. It is their hard beaks and featherless necks that help them penetrate deep into the bodies of their prey without getting dirty. During the breeding season, vultures often nest collectively on high cliffs or large treetops. Females lay only one egg, which is incubated by both parents for nearly 2 months. After hatching, the chicks are fed food regurgitated from their parents' crops, growing up to join the flock. The vulture's food may seem like a waste, but it is this role that helps them keep the savannah from becoming a cemetery filled with corpses. By cleaning up potential pathogens, they maintain ecological balance, preventing disease from spreading to both herbivores and predators. In the fierce epic of survival of the Okavango, vultures are the silent background rhythm, keeping the cycle of life from falling into chaos. On the Okavango savanna, every creature contributes a note to the harmony of survival. Leopards are as silent as ghosts. Cheetahs are as fast as arrows of wind. Hyenas are noisy and opportunistic. Baboons are aggressive in their herds. Zebras and antelopes stick together to maintain the grasslands. Buffaloes are proud and defensive, and vultures silently clean up so that the cycle of life continues to operate. all create a fierce but balanced picture, where no species is truly invincible. And the question remains, among those fast, strong, aggressive and resilient creatures, which species do you think is truly the king of the Okavango? Leave your comments below. Remember to like. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the most dramatic survival footage from the wild. Serengeti, where every step is a choice for survival. A mother leopard protects her cub. A lion reclaims control. Tensions rise, the fragile line between instinct and power. When two worlds collide, what will happen next? Serengeti, the fierce confrontation between mother leopard and lion. Serengeti, the vast land of Tanzania, is a convergence of wild nature with diverse ecosystems and wonderful scenes of wildlife. Spread across vast grasslands, this is the roof of predators. In the quiet space, the cautious footsteps of a leopard echo on the dry grass. Each step is careful. Each movement is carefully calculated, waiting for the moment to attack, continuing the harsh cycle of survival in the savannah. Leopard. An independent, sharp and agile veteran predator. Leopards have a compact but powerful body with prominent black plumage with apricot-shaped spots on a bright yellow or orange background. With a long tail to help balance when climbing. They weigh between 30 and 90 kg. The leopards are mainly solitary. Leopard's breeding season can take place all year round, but is most common during the rainy season when food sources are abundant. Leopards do not follow a fixed breeding cycle. They mate with their partners at any time of the year. After a gestation period of about 90 to 105 days, leopards give birth to 1 to 3 cubs. Newborn leopard cubs are very weak and blind. They are completely dependent on their mother during the first weeks of life. The mother will raise her cubs in a den or secluded area away from other predators. The mother will devote all her care to her cubs during the first 6 to 8 weeks. The leopard cub will stay with its mother for about 18 to 24 months to learn how to survive in the wild. Every day, the mother leopard faces a challenging life on the wild grasslands. The sun is shining brightly on the Serengeti grasslands. Today, it has to go hunting to bring food back to its cubs. The target has appeared. A large herd of antelopes is leisurely grazing in the early morning. A good opportunity. The mother leopard hides in the dry grass from afar, observing every movement of the antelopes. Its eyes are sharp, focused on the prey. Not a single sound, not a single unnecessary movement. Slowly it approaches step by step. Without a sound, it gently glides through the grass that hides it, approaching the herd of antelopes that are letting down their guard. Suddenly, it rushes forward quickly. The bite is deadly accurate, not giving the antelope a chance to escape. The antelope only has time to be startled. Everything happens so quickly. The scene happened in a flash. A hunt ended in silence. The leopard won the chase with its clever hunting instinct. The leopard, after taking down the antelope, stood silently in the middle of the grassland. It was feeling the victory that had just flashed through its mind. The prey had been hunted. The joy was about to overflow with a full meal for its cubs. Before it could bring the prey back to its cubs, the leopard felt a loud noise. The leopard saw a large figure appear from afar. A lioness was standing on the other side of the grass. The leopard quickly realized the danger. In the middle of the vast grassland, the leopard was brave and cunning. But in front of the lion, it was just a small predator. The lion, the king of the land, is an undisputed symbol of power. Power is the only thing that matters in the wild savannah. The lioness approached, walking slowly, deliberately. But each step seemed to hammer a nail into the silence of the savannah. Strangely, the lioness's eyes were not fixed on the fat prey. Those amber eyes scanned the nearby bushes where the leopard's cubs were hiding. In a moment that froze time, the mother leopard realized a horrifying truth. Not the prey. It had never been about the prey. The lion had not come to steal food. It had come to eliminate a future threat. It had come to kill potential competitors while they were still in the bud. All calculations of survival in the mother leopard's mind vanished. The cold fear was now replaced by a hot flame of despair. It could not let the lion take another step. Forget the danger, forget the difference in strength. The mother leopard rushed out from her hiding place. She advanced, baring her sharp teeth, roaring a weak but angry challenge. The lion did not hesitate to attack. Its little cub fell just a few short seconds. It could do nothing to save its cub. The lion bit the leopard cub. The mother leopard stood there, full of pain. There was nothing to do but helplessness. Although it was an experienced warrior, in front of the lion's power, all efforts to protect it became useless. There was no roar of victory. No gloating. Only the assertion of absolute and cruel power. Under the stifling atmosphere of the savannah, the lion left coldly, without looking back. After a period of fighting with dangers and losses, the mother leopard had time to rest with her remaining cub. Under the dense canopy, the leopard cubs rolled around and played with each other, not knowing the sacrifice. They played with their tails, chased, then fell onto the dry leaves, making soft, lively noises. The prey was still lying there, waiting, but the smell of blood had attracted an uninvited guest. Hyenas, carnivores that seemed low in the food chain. were actually the wise and cruel strategies of the wild world. With powerful jaws that could crush bones, pack intelligence, and sharp survival instincts, they did not need to hunt. Instead, they waited to rob. And this time, their target was the reward that the leopard had to exchange with blood and loss. The hyena approached the prey. The mother leopard was alert. Suddenly, it rushed at the intruder with terrifying speed. The hyena did not have time to react. The mother leopard still attacked with the strength of a seasoned warrior, chasing them away. The remaining hyena also ran away. The mother leopard stopped, panting but not defeated. She chased the hyena away, not only to protect the prey, but also to protect the remaining cubs. The cubs that she could still raise and educate. And so she did not stop, did not surrender to fate. The mother leopard turned to look at her young cubs, some of whom had survived and were following her closely. In this world, no one can wait, no one can ignore challenges. The leopard, despite losing the most precious things, still stood firm and fought to protect what was left. It leads its cubs to continue their journey, walking steadily across the vast savannah. Facing all the challenges on the path of survival, the leopard cannot stop. The late afternoon sun dyes the grass on the Serengeti savanna golden. The thin but resilient figure of the mother leopard still silently moves forward. Behind it, the surviving cubs follow, like fragile rays of hope that have not been extinguished. There is no triumph. There is no complete victory. There is only the continuation of the endless journey. As the sun dyes the savannah golden, a lone figure still walks steadily forward. It has lost. It has suffered. But it has not fallen. Behind it, two small dots of hope follow. On the Serengeti, there is no complete victory. There is only the endless journey. Where life is not defined by crowns or power, but by silent steps, continuing to move forward for what you love and protect. If this story touches you, don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to accompany us on the next journeys.